Hi everyone! Are you trying to install Homebrew on your Mac? Did you run into a frustrating error message saying zshrc export 1 not valid in this context? This is a common problem. It often stops your Homebrew installation dead in its tracks. But don't worry. This video will walk you through the steps to fix it. We will get Homebrew up and running for you quickly. This error usually points to an issue in your shell's configuration file, specifically your /.zshrc file. This file tells your terminal how to behave. It also sets up important environment variables. An export command in the wrong place can trigger this error. Let's get started on the fix. First, you need to open your terminal. This is where you will type commands. The very first thing you should do is create a backup of your /.zshrc file. This is super important. If anything goes wrong, you can easily revert to your original settings. Type cp/.zshrc/.zshrc_backup and press enter. This command makes a copy of your file named /.zshrc_backup. Now, you need to edit your /.zshrc file. You can use a text editor like Nano or Code. For example, type nano /.zshrc and press enter. This will open the file in the Nano editor right in your terminal. Once the file is open, you need to carefully look for lines that contain the word export. The error zshrc export 1 not valid in this context often happens when an export command is placed inside a conditional statement, like an if block, or within an eval command that is not correctly formed. It means the shell is trying to interpret export in a way it doesn't expect in that specific location. Look for lines where export is not at the very beginning of a simple assignment. For instance, if you see something like if d/opt/homebrew/bin, then export path equals /opt/homebrew/bin $path, phi, this might be the culprit. The export part should ideally be at the top level or handled differently. A quick way to test is to temporarily comment out suspicious export lines. To comment out a line, simply add a hashtag symbol at the very beginning of that line. For example, change export path equals /opt/homebrew/bin $path to hashtag export path equals /opt/homebrew/bin $path. Start by commenting out any export lines that are inside if statements or complex eval commands. Save your changes by pressing Ctrl+X, then Y to confirm, and then enter. After saving, source your /.zshrc file to apply the changes. Type source /.zshrc and press enter. If you don't see any errors, that's a good sign. Now, try installing Homebrew again. Run the Homebrew installation command you were using before. Hopefully, it will now proceed without the zshrc export 1 error. If Homebrew installs successfully, you can then go back to your /.zshrc file. Uncomment the lines you commented out one by one. Source the file after each uncomment. This will help you pinpoint the exact line causing the issue. Once you find it, you can restructure that specific export command to be at the top level or ensure its syntax is correct. Sometimes, Homebrew itself tries to add a line like eval $/opt/homebrew/bin/brew-shellenv. Ensure this line, if present, is at the end of your /.zshrc file and not nested within other commands. Fixing your .zshrc file correctly ensures your shell environment is stable. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this solution helped you fix the zshrc export 1 not valid in this context error and successfully install Homebrew. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for more useful tech tutorials and tips. Your support helps me create more content like this.